Hello everybody, welcome back to Canish and Crafts TV. I'm Laura. We've got Bunny next door ready to read out your messages and your comments, any questions, anything at all. If you just want to join in with the conversation and get interactive, we are live and interactive. This is our second look at our brand new Crafter Select, which is the Mixtape die set. This gives you something really unique, I feel. You've got a lovely car base, which is the cassette player, I'm calling it here. And then you've got the cassette on the bottom. Now this has been designed, I will show you, to actually pop up. So it will actually pop up like this, and that is how the card will actually stand and come together. But obviously that's just the way that it has been designed. You can see there using it with flowers and making it more of that pink design, or here bringing in the card shape as maybe like a standard card shape, and you've got that cassette player as the background ready for you to decorate. So lots of ways that you can use this. Now we are 30% of the stock of this is gone. It's item number 251215. And that show price is going to go back up at midnight tonight. So if you want to grab that while the price is at its lowest, then make sure you get it before midnight tonight. Now I am also going to quickly mention the postage. If you get your orders in, well, by the end of the show it'll be, won't it? Then so before 2, you know, ideally in the hour, 2 o'clock is when Royal Mail do their pickup from here. So it will get picked and packed and dispatched today, so before 2 o'clock. Royal Mail's cut-off time of guaranteeing Christmas delivery is tomorrow. So we are hoping, obviously, that it will arrive with you before Christmas, but obviously Christmas and deliveries is a very busy time. So we're not saying it will 100% be there, but we're saying it should, and we hope that it does. But it will definitely get dispatched today, as long as you get your ordering within the hour, I'd say, you know, just to be on the safe side. But with that being said, let's go through the board so you can see exactly what you get in the die set. So you get your cassette player to begin with. Now you've got the artwork for this, and you get this in different colorways, plus you have the buttons as well, so you can pop the buttons on there, or maybe you want to mix them up. You know, you can add them in different ways if you want, or maybe you want to put you could put alphabet on there. So if you wanted to spell somebody's name or something, you could put letters on there to write out something, and you do get those in different colorways. So in this one you've got like the matching tape on the inside to go with the actual tape, so it looks as if the tape is in there, and obviously you can pop it out so it looks as if it's come out. So you've got them. Then you also have obviously the cassettes themselves. Now obviously you've got your different colorways there in the tapes. You've got your sentiment with the mat to go with it, saying I made this for you. You've got your master layers there. This tab, now you can see it's got 2 score lines. They are built in on the die, so you don't need to get your scoreboard out. That is what you use to actually make that bit stand up. So that, and I will do this in a minute, but this bit glues on the back, this bit glues onto there, and then your tape sticks onto that bit, and that's what makes that stand up like that. So you can see how that, yeah, so you will see that how that will stand. Obviously this is the bit that's going to hold it, that goes in there. So that's what this part is. Then you've got this part which mats on to here. Now I will show you in the samples, but you have got different sentiments. When you download the artwork, you will also get the download for this part, and you have different sentiments on it. We think it's at page 13 and 14. You will have different sentiments, like you're not old, you're retro. I know there's one over there that says made in the 70s. I can't see what that one says. Made for you, happy birthday. you've got a mix of, oh, and Bunny's saying there's different genres on there as well of like music. So there's like pop mix, rock mix, jazz mix, and different ones like that. So you can mix those up, and those are included in the download. So you get a lot to go with this set, and I do really enjoy this set because I think it's such a lovely one that you've got everything you need. Like if you've just if your friend has just bought a die cutting machine for Christmas, like this gives you a complete card. All you need to add in is maybe some cardstock for like the strip, or if you're going to do the matte layers, that's it. All you need is cardstock. It gives you everything that you need. So let me grab some samples. So this is the one that I just showed you, and these headphones, if you're looking at these and thinking they go really well with the collection, where have they come from? Cool Vibes is where they have come from. So if you just type in Cool Vibes on the website, $24.99. It was another Crafter Select, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a Crafter Select from a while back. That's where these headphones have come from. So if you want to have a look at those, it does, doesn't it? I can just imagine like the like chunky wire they used to have like hanging out of it, and you would always get it stuck in something. So like either it would pop out of the player, or your headphones will just fly off your head because you just get it stuck on something. That makes me sound old to say like wired headphones. Are they? Oh, Bunny's just said it's getting popular now, and it's a thing apparently to use wired headphones. Really? Oh, so apparently, yeah, using wired headphones is becoming a thing again. Well, there you go. Everything does. Do you know what I wish would come full circle? And it never will. And I bet you Bunny doesn't even remember these. The telephone and you had to like dial with the circle. Oh, she knows what I mean. She's never used one, but she knows. I showed that to my son, and I was like, just tell me how you would phone somebody. And it was hilarious. He was like pressing the buttons, and I was like, you've got to spin it. So then he was like trying to spin like it was so funny. Right, this one, you can see it's been folded in half. So this is the cassette player folded in half. So it does look like one of those portable Walkman ones. And then you can just have the card on the tape almost like popping out. You can have it tucked away in there. I think that's such a lovely way to have like a gift card now, because you know, we do stream or download music. You know, that could be a voucher for them to download anything. Yeah, a streaming service. You could just pop, because I feel like that's probably the same size as a gift card. I'd say it's about the same size, so that would fit in there. Lovely. You could even fit it on the back, couldn't you? Or what you could do is get some like low tack tape, or put it on there, and then, because like sometimes, unfortunately now, we just get like an email or like a receipt. You could fold that onto there, so it's like stuck on the back, and then put that in there. So like they pull it out, and the receipt or the whatever is like stuck on the back. Oh, that's a good idea. Bunny just said you could stick two of them together and just glue like around the edge. So it's almost like a little wallet, and then you could put the receipt or the voucher in there then, and then they can just pull it out. So they'd be pulling this out, and then you could be like, oh, and then they've got like a little surprise in there. That's a nice idea. Or you could make it into a card like this one. So that one's going to fall flat, and then that will pop up like that. I love how you can make these like feminine, or you can make them male. And I love the idea as well of mixing in like your favorite theme. Like you could be making, like maybe you met your husband at a concert or something, And like you could make it, you know, themed to that band or to that type of music. You know, you could put like, I don't know, if like they're into like country music or something, you know, you could put like a little cowboy hat there, or, you know, you can just decorate them into the theme of whatever it is that the person likes that you were gifting these to. Or make a box into, you can make a box with them, and you could even, I'm going to go really quiet now. You can put a little, what were they called? Oh. Oh, come on. Yeah. What were they called? There was a proper name for them, wasn't there? And then we've got the tape there. So like, what a lovely Christmas card, isn't it? And it could be for somebody who's, you know, really into their music, and they could, you know, just having that there like that. But I love that you can just mix them up in so many. A sound chip, Bunny saying. Was it like card? She said if you just typed in card sound chip or something, then they would come up. But we were saying, you know, you can get somewhere you can record your own message. Like, how cool would that be if you just opened it up and then, you know, a personal message that you've recorded comes up on there. And then we've got that one there. So again, using those headphones, you can see, and then again. Oh. Oh, it could be Valentine's card. You could use it for. There's just so many fun ways of using them. You could just mix them up in so many. Like I said, I love the fact that you can use them for male cards or female cards, because you're just going to get double the use out of them. Plus, they're so easy. If you make and sell, these are so easy to put together, but I think they look really different. It looks really unique. Like I said, for me, I know I've seen cards with like vinyl. I don't think I've seen anything with tapes on. So for me, you know, it's something really unique as well in that way. Now I'm going to show you how we put the card together, how it'll stand up in its basic form. So if you missed the first show, I'm going to just do your basic card to start off with, and then obviously we'll mix it up as we go through. So you've got your mats and layers in here first of all, okay? So you don't have to go in and measure, cut anything, okay? You've got your largest mat, then you've got another layer, and then you've got another layer again. So you've got 3 mats and layers there for your card base. Now I am going to do this one flat and have it as that pop-up bit. Like I said though, and showed you in the samples, you could have it as, you know, your normal like tentfold card. The choice is up to you really of how you do these, because there's no really right or wrong, because I feel like they look so good in different ways, even when they're folded in half, to look like those, like a Walkman. They look, it almost looks like it was meant to be like that, even though it's not. They just look so good. So you're going to have so much fun with these. Now I'm going to put some foam tape on the back, just to raise this layer up from the next one. And then I'm just going to stick that on there. Ooh. Right, so we've got our die. This is your biggest mat that we've gone in with first. And then we've just gone in with the next layer then of your die, and obviously I've done it in black, and then just added some foam tape on there. So that is going to set on there. And then your next die then, so going down in size. And then I'm going to just add some foam tape on here as well. But we had so many messages in the first show, you know, telling us what their first tape was, or anything at all that was, yeah, reminiscence of things past. So do let us know what your first tape was, or if you were like me and Bunny and used to record the radio, anything at all, let us know. Oh, Suzanne has messaged in saying hello. Hello, Suzanne. I hope you're well. Oh, and a happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to you, Suzanne. Oh, Pam from our DT has messaged in as well. And she says, hi, Bunny and Laura. Hi, Pam. And she says, it looks like a fabulous collection. Oh, so we are getting lots of messages today. Right, so we've done the base, we've got those 3 layers, and then you're going to cut out the actual cassette player. Now, you can see the art of this. It's such a lovely size. The detail, you've got like grooves going through here that are in the die as well. So it feels textured when you feel it. It's such an incredibly detailed one. So we're going to get this, and now before I stick this down, you're going to obviously cut out as well that tab piece that makes that card stand up in the middle. So what I like to do is I'll do this first. So what I do is I turn it round, and you can see on the die, okay, your score lines are built into your die. You don't need to get your scoreboard out. You've got one small tab and then one larger tab. So this smaller one is going to fit across the frame, if you like, of that cassette player, and then this one just stops there at the top of that tape. So we're going to glue this bit together. Okay, now I'm just going to use a bit of red liner tape for speed. If I was doing this at home, I would use a wet glue, but just instead of you guys just watching me wait for glue to dry, we're going to just speed it up a bit. So a little bit of red liner tape on there, and then we can stick this down. So this, yes, I have turned it around, is gonna go there like that. So now this bit, you can see, will go like that. So what we're going to do now is glue this piece together. Just get some glue, and then pop some glue on there, and then just fold that down. And then when that pops up, that will pop like that. So you can see now that is where, there you go. So that's where that tape now will sit, okay? So obviously we need that glue to dry. Right, so flip that back around. And then obviously we need to stick this now to our card. So I'm going to grab some of the Clean and Simple foam tape. I always keep this tape for things like this, you know, frames or anything like that. It's almost like the perfect width for like any frame or card sheet, anywhere where there's that area where the your normal foam tape's a bit too thick, a bit too wide. This is always the perfect size for them. So I always try and keep it for card shapes and things like this. Right, so we're going to pop that on there. And it's important as well that even if you're taping this or gluing it, you need to make sure that you stick to that frame, because obviously these two middle pieces are going to move. So you need to make sure that you stick to that outside frame. So let's pull these off. And then let's cut that. That is going to just sit like that. Right, and then that bit's glued. And then essentially we've already completed the card base, because that is just going to sit there like that, and you've made the card. Now you could have this where it pops up if you want, and then that will just fold back in there like that, and it's completely flat. So if you want to post that, you can post it out. Obviously the only thickness that's on there now is from the foam pads. You could make that completely flat, but how unusual is that? Oh, do you know what I've just thought, Bunny? You could get your card, your tape, and you could write like Xmas mix, and you could have some like, yeah, you could have like a Christmas card and have some like poinsettias or some holly and stuff there, and then you've got your, or you could do it the other, it could be your, you know, I'm trying to, I don't know, your romantic list. Yeah, it could be a wedding song, or it could be Halloween mix, and you could put something. You could make it for absolutely anything, couldn't you? Just changing that completely changes the feel of it. Right, now I'm just going to make sure that bit goes like that. Right, and then so we've got that bit there. So obviously now we're going to stick the tape to the actual tab part. So I always glue the tab, so you know you're not going to get glue anywhere that you don't want it. So just a bit of glue on there, and then I prefer to just hold that down, and then you can just pop the tape on like that. So while that's gluing, let's add some decoration on there. So you've got your mat for your sentiment, so obviously you could pop that, obviously depending on where you're going to have the card, really what you're going to do with it. So let's close that, and we'll pop the sentiment. Oh, should we pop it on there? We'll put it on the tape, we'll put it there, so it's like there then when you look at it. So let's put a bit of, where's my, oh, I've got my tiny bit of tape left. Look. Oh, I might have one, hang on, I'll have a look. Let's pop that on there. So I've done this one in black, and then I'm going to put white on it. So I'm just doing the exact same colours that I've done in the background, so just following those mattes and layers, and then we'll just get some glue, and then we've got, I made this for you. I can go on here. I do like the idea of putting like letters on the number on the buttons. Like you could put, you know, somebody's name on there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, you've got 7 spaces. So you could mix it up that way. Oh, Bunny didn't even laugh. To be fair, I didn't until I said it. I was like, oh, well, that was cheesy. Right, let's add in some buttons. So we've got our fast forward, we've got pause. Oh, we should have googled if there was a stop, or was it just a pause? I can't remember. Or message in if you know, was there a stop button? Oh. Maybe it was the, I can't remember. I feel like it's been quite a while since I looked at a cassette. And then we've got, to be fair, I feel like they were probably all different on different things as well. Do you know, like things on phones? Like like everything looks different, doesn't it? And then I've got this red one, but I feel like, I don't know. We're going to put it on anyway. So we'll add that in there. And then, yes, I've got an eject as well. Let's add that in. Yeah, so you've got all these buttons. And then, so you can see though that you could easily have it like that. So it's a stand-up card. And you've got this space as well. So you could even add the cards in there. Or you could decorate this bit, like we showed you with the headphones you could have in. Or you could, like I said, make it a Christmas playlist. And then you could have like your holly and things here. So you can change it that way. Or completely flat. And then just have that part pop like that. Oh, I think it looks so... do you know what I've just thought as well? If your grandson, granddaughter, or, you know, anybody in the family are into a TV series that's out right now, like the whole thing of their TV series is a tape. Do you know what I'm on about? Yeah, that their whole thing is a tape, isn't it? Like they've got loads of like stuff in shops with tapes with. Oh yeah, or a superhero film. Yeah, oh my gosh, that's a really good idea. Like you could do the superhero thing. I'm you know, if you know what we're on about. But yeah, there's a certain superhero film, and there's a lot of their things that they do around having tapes as well. And then there's a TV series that's not long, yeah, come out that their whole thing, well, it's not their whole thing, is it? There's just lots of like products, and like there's lots of their images and things they've got tapes on, so it would be a really fitting way to make something with that theme. So yeah, that's a really good idea though, Anna. We are, Bunny. I think our coffees have kicked in, Bunny. Right, so, but obviously if you were going to make any of these, you do need to grab that I said before, well, ideally before 2 o'clock if you want to try and grab this before Christmas, and absolutely before midnight tonight, because midnight tonight that price is going to go back up to £39.99, so you are saving £10 by getting it on that show price. So it's well worth jumping in there early and grabbing it while it's on that lower price point. It's 251215, or you can just scan the QR code, or obviously you can type in Mixtape on the website. Right, let's jump into another demo. Right, now this one we are going to make a normal card. So I've got my card to start off with, and then I've got black and white masonliers here that I've just cut. Okay, so just with, you know, your cutter, your guillotine, whatever, we've just cut these down. So I'm going to add a bit of tape onto these. We've got hammered cardstock on the show as well, and we have vellum. Yes. Do you know what you could use the vellum for? And oh my, this is so, I'm gutted I didn't think about doing this, and we could have tried it. I wonder, does anybody in the office know? Can you print on this? Bunny wants to say yes, but she's going to double check. But can you imagine if you print out, so print out the mixtape, so print this out like this on normal cardstock, okay? Then you're going to cut this out. So this panel here, cut it out, and then put that printed onto vellum. behind it. So that part actually looks like a window. Oh, you can. So we've just been told you can print. Right. So you're going to print this in cardstock, then print it onto vellum. So you've got one sheet of card, one sheet of vellum. The cardstock one, you're going to cut this window out and then put the vellum one, glue the whole vellum one behind it. So this part is actually going to look see-through. So you still see that tape, but it'll actually look see-through then, like the real tape layer. So even if you put one behind it, it's just going to make that colour stand out. And then if you pull it out, it's going to look as if you're actually pulling the tape out, because that bit will be see-through. So that is how you'd use vellum in the show. And we have got, obviously, I'm talking about it because we've got it on the show. So you get 50 sheets in here of the vellum. It is a lovely vellum. It's 65 GSM and it is in that lovely white colour. So you've got your vellum there, and like I've just said, Bunny just checked, you can print on it. So even backgrounds and things as well, you know, we always give you backgrounds to go with each collection. Just print your backgrounds on here, they look amazing. For what did you say, $14.99? $14.99 for that, and you're going to get 50 sheets in there, so that's going to last you a long time. And then we do also have our hammered cardstock, which coincidentally I'm using now. I use it all the time. I absolutely love it. Now you've got, right, you've done this to me again now, Bunny. You've got the 20 pack. I refuse to tell anybody to buy this because you are going to absolutely love this cardstock. Now the 20 pack, if you want to try it, then give it a go. If you want to, yeah, if you must, then do it. But you're going to end up getting the bigger pack because the cardstock is stunning. So you've got, it's called hammered. It doesn't feel like what I would think of hammered cardstock. To me, this is like that really rich quality watercolor card. You've got all of those hills and valleys, and look, you can see the texture in the cardstock. It is stunning cardstock. So 20 pack, $9.99, or you can get the 50 pack for $14.99. If you get this, you're going to end up buying the bigger pack anyway. So I would say just get the bigger pack. I mean, it's there if you want to give it a go. If you don't think you're going to use it or you don't know if you're going to like it, I guarantee you will love this cardstock. It just adds, and especially if you were somebody that maybe struggles with texture on your cards or maybe white space, that is such a lovely way to just kind of soften everything, because it adds texture into your cards, but it's not too harsh. It's just that like subtle touch of texture into your project. It is absolutely lovely cardstock. I die cut with it. I use it as card bases. It's just an all-round perfect cardstock to use. So yeah, so you do have them on the show. So if you are adding in like the mixtape and you are thinking of maybe you do want to try the hammered cardstock, or maybe you do want to try the vellum for the first time or anything, then try and add into your basket with the mixtape. Because if you go over, is it $49.99 or is it 50? If you go over the £50 mark, which is you're on, you know, $29.99, then you do go into your free P&P mark then, so you will get free postage on there. So if you do want anything, or maybe, you know, you want them and you're just, you know, you can just say to somebody, well, I've seen these that I want, that you can get me for Christmas. You know, little fillers for you, little stocking fillers that you can add in. And be like, oh, I've seen these, look, you can get me these for Christmas. Yeah, I think the older you get, you do just tell people, don't you? Like, oh, well, I really like this. Or like, oh, well, I bought this the other day. You can give, you know, you can get me, I'll give you that. You can give me that. Or, yeah, it's just so we know what we get. And I think especially crafters as well, because if you're not a crafter and you look into, like, if somebody wasn't a crafter and they looked on a website, they would get so overwhelmed and not know what anything is. So it's so much easier to just be like, oh, well, I've seen this on a show. I'm going to get that. And, you know, yeah, make a list. Yeah, can you make like lists on like a wish list? Well, not a wish list, but like Can you make lists on our website? Don't like saved lists or like I don't know. Like some websites are like wish lists and some are just like saved lists, aren't they? So like you could send it to somebody and be like, oh, you know, this is my saved list. You know, you can get me anything on there. Bunny's saying she feels like you can, but she's not sure. I'm not sure either. So I don't. We'll have to have a think about that one. Well, oh yeah, I do that sometimes. I'll just add like a load of stuff to my basket. And then I'll be like, oh, okay, right, what do I actually need to get? Or yeah, or I'll add stuff in and I'll screenshot it to send and I'll be like, anything from the urn, anything from my basket is fine. Yeah. Right, now I've got 3 of the tapes. So you do get the cassette tapes in 3 different colours. So I've got the grey, the red and the blue. And I'm gonna mix these so like they're half on and half off of the card. Okay, so they're gonna be like that. So I've got one there. This one's gonna sit there, I think. Oh, there you go. Suzanne has messaged in saying that there is a favourite list that you can make on the website. That's handy though, isn't it? Because then you can just show somebody that and then you know you're going to get. Because like I said, if you were showing somebody something, I think it's the same with all of us though, isn't it? It's like if somebody's hobby is like my dad plays golf. Like if he told me, oh, you know, if I went into a golf shop to actually look for something for him, I think the only thing I'd actually know are what is the golf balls, like, because all the clubs are different and for different, like, I wouldn't know anything at all. Yeah. So I would just be, nope, I haven't got a clue. So yeah, it does just make things so much easier, doesn't it? Right, so this now is gonna go, yeah, about there. And then this one, oh, I might actually put this one slightly, no, I'm going to put it straight. So that one's going to go there like that. So if I just keep that there, so I know where to put my tape. And then I'll put that on there. I can't believe we did the earlier show and that tape is in red as well, and I didn't think of that TV programme. Now I've said it, yeah, it's like, why did I not think of that? I think it's because we were talking about music as well though, and like different groups and things like that. So yeah, it can be so many different things, can't it? I do like the idea that you said though about that superhero film, because I think that's nice. And that's quite a popular one as well, isn't it, that film? Right, let me just, yes I do. Let me check if I had, right, let me just open this. And then, let's, oh, didn't want to come off there, that didn't? Right. So that's my last one. Right, let's, I always lose my scissors. So I'm going to put, because I want this to kind of go onto the tape, but onto this white space as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put 2 bits of tape on this side and just 1 on that side, because obviously this tape has got tape, foam tape on the back there. There was too many tapes in that sentence. Yeah, you know what I mean. So we're going to put another layer on there so we even that out. So that's going to go on there. And then when we stick this down now, that should be level. so that is going to go, so it's going to go like half across the tape and then half onto the card, and then let's get some glue. And then we can stick our sentiment on there. So we go, I made this for you. Which I think is such a nice sentiment as well. You can even use that on just the back of your cards. Don't just, even if you're making like Christmas cards, you could just use this in your card making, because obviously you've made the card as well, haven't you? So as fitting as it is with the tape, you could use it completely independently as well. And then we've got our tips. And then don't forget as well that you could even have, so like the way that they've been stacked now, you can see the whole of this band. So there now you could have like, you know, like a cheeky sentiment on there, or like happy birthday, you know, made in the 70s, or it could be, what was the other one? You're not old, you're retro. You know, you could have like another sentiment on there as well. So it's just a really nice mix of themes or occasions. And I mean, these could be for, like we said, these could be like funny cards for like younger generations who have never seen a tape before, or they could be something nostalgic for somebody. They could be Christmas cards, they could be birthday cards, they could be so many different things. And I love that you can make them more feminine or make them more masculine as well. Are we doing samples? So let's run through these so we can show you some. This one is, you know, folded in half, so it looks like one of those portable cassette players, and then you've got the tape there to pop out, so you can see that happy birthday. Those are the extra sentiments that you've got in the printout, so when you're downloading the artwork you will have them on there as well. So you can see like that one, you're not old, you're retro. So you've got them there. The headphones work really well with them, don't they? I do like the idea as well of cool vibes is where the headphones are from, and like the idea of doing like a Valentine's card, I think that's cute as well, doing like a Valentine's style card there, or using them like we just have, you know, just using those tapes on the card on their own. And then you've got this one, so like I said, great for like male cards, but you can make them more feminine as well. You know, what's that one say? Dance to your own beat. You know, that could be for so many things, couldn't it? So many different occasions you could use that one for. Oh, then we've got Christmas cards. So it's just, there's such a lovely mix of ways that you could use these. And then we've got that one with those lovely headsets again. Bunny loves this one. I wish that you accidentally clicked the mic button. Every time I've opened this card, all I can hear is Bunny singing in my ear. Or even turning it into a gift box. And you can have it like that, and then that bit will, I don't know if I trust myself to do it again. So you can pop that bit out. Am I going to do it? Oh, every time. How come you did it first time? There. A gift box. And then you can put your receipts, vouchers, it could be absolutely anything, couldn't it? You could add in there. Right, I'm just going to grab my next demo. Well, you can just have a reminder of how lovely the die set is. And it's a big die as well that you get. I don't think you could get any more on there than you've got on there. There's a lot in there. You've obviously got those matte layers, and it's a big actual card as well. What did we say it was earlier? Was it like 5.2 by 8 inches, but that's for the cassette player. So the matte layers are obviously slightly bigger, but the measurements will be on the website. If you do want to have a check of them, they'll be on the description under the die. But yeah, it's a lovely size card. Now this one we're going to do, we are using just the outside mat. So I've left 2 matte layers out, so you can see this is the smallest mat that comes with, and we're going to use this for our card. Okay, so we're going to make just like a standard 10-fold card for this. So I'm going to add some glue onto there, and then that's going to be the top of my card. And then we're going to add in the Mixtape. Now this one, because obviously I'm going to make a normal tile card. We are going to glue this part down, so because I want to like tuck things into here, so this part can all go down completely flat. So I'm just going to add a bit of tape down here. And then we can pop some on there as well. But don't forget that if you are going to use it and you do want this bit to pop up, make sure that you're only getting your glue or your tape along that kind of frame. So, because these bits are the bits that are going to move, so you need to make sure you stick to that frame. Obviously this bit now we are going to glue down. I only want this bit to come out, but normally you would stay like that. So I'm just going to put a little bit of tape along here. Just put another one there. Right, so let's pull these off. Right, and then that is just going to stick on our base, just like that. Oh, that's a nice idea. Bunny's just said you could use the tapes in like memory books and scrapbooking. If you did things like that, you could use the tape. That's a nice idea actually, because you could use that then with, especially if you've been to like concerts and stuff. Yeah, you could put, Bunny's just said you could put little pictures or Polaroids in there. That's a nice idea. Right, so I've got my tape, and then I'm going to stick this so it looks as if it's just sticking out of the actual cassette player. So let's put some tape on the back of there. My foam on a roll, Bunny, is actually looking like a normal size foam on a roll now. My jumbo roll is no longer a jumbo roll. No, that's lasted quite a, I'm surprised how long that's actually lasted. Right, let's add, it was gigantic. That is gonna go there. And then I think what I'm going to do, just to make it pop up a bit, I'm going to add in 2 layers of foam on there. So it looks as if this is actually sticking forward, as if you're like either pulling the tape out. Or, yeah, because that's what they used to do, didn't they? They used to press eject and then it would just like pop out. It would just go boop. I'm pretty sure it made that noise as well. What? Yeah, yeah. So Bunny's saying she really likes this because she likes things that have got buttons. She doesn't like, to be fair, I do get, like, some things I complete, like my car now has got no buttons at all. And I kind of miss just knowing, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, it's nice to, yeah, everything's on the screen. Yeah, Bunny, welcome to the club. Right, I'm going to add a bit of tape on the back of the sentiment. So you've got your mat for this sentiment as well, which I think is really nice because you've got obviously you've got those stripes there in the back and you've got the tape there. So it doesn't matter if you pop the sentiment there, if you pop it there, it's still going to stand out because you've got that mat there to just break it up from the background. So you're never going to lose your sentiment. And I think for this one we'll go there, yeah. And then let's get a bit of glue. Oh, do you know what I've just thought as well? Do you know, so earlier I was saying that my first cassette tape was the Spice Girls album. And when I think of back then and writing, I think of like bubble writing. So you could put like, you know, like almost like glossy accents or something over this to make it look as if it's like that bubble writing. I did. My school diary was covered in like drawings, bubble writing. It was completely covered. I used to. Oh, I loved, I was always drawing. Like, I was happiest when I was drawing. Like, I did art in school. So I always, yeah, I was always drawing. If I ever had a free lesson, I would be in art. Oh, I haven't got a play button. Oh, well, I've got one. I've got that colour one, yeah. We'll put that there. We'll pause here. And rewind. Do you know what's mad? Do you know, like, just seeing that rewind and that fast forward, but I can hear the noise that it used to make when it was, and oh my gosh, if it went and then you had to pull it out and get a pencil, and then you had to like keep turning it until like all the tape went back in. It was, wasn't it? Now, thinking about it now, you're like, how do we used to do that? But you did though, didn't you? Yeah. It sounds so old, but like kids now don't realise how easy they've got it. Yeah, they don't even, yeah, they don't even have to do that, do they? They literally just click on your phone, click a song you want to listen to, and you're good to go. Well, I sound like a right old person right now. Oh, anyway, so we've got that one there. So I have tried to do them because obviously we've got that one, and then we did one using like your standard tentfold card, and then we did do one flat as well, so you could see exactly how that does pop up. So you can see there. So it's just giving you an idea, isn't it? Exactly like how Janine did with the samples. You can see lots of different ways to use them, you know, from Christmas cards to birthday cards to like retro to boxes as well. I'd love to know if any of you do get some of those like sound things. Do post it in our group. Yeah, put a little video in our group of you opening this so we can see it. Because I just think they're so fun. Can you imagine getting them and like recording your own little message as well? I do really like the pink one as well that we can show. Are we going back over there? Yeah. Yeah, this one, so you can see just in pink and then just adding in the cards. Like how different that gives, a completely different feel to to the dicer, but it still works so well. Well, thank you so much if you joined in, if you messaged, if you've watched anything at all today. Thank you so much from me and Bunny for joining us. We do have shows on Monday and Tuesday. And in those shows, we are going to be going through some sale items. So we'll be showing you, and there is lots of items that are going to be on sale, a special sale for you. So hopefully you'll come back on Monday and Tuesday and you will get a very good deal. But that's all I'm going to say for now. So hopefully you will be back here on Monday and Tuesday. Bye.